I'm about to go out and harvest. I thought I'd share that with you because every time I've had this video, I have already harvested, and I can kind of give you an idea of how this thing is going nuts. So last week, if you remember, we talked about cleaning those watermelon out. Well, I didn't really want to throw them away. I thought I'd see if I can get them to ripen. So one of my videos, I talked about palm trees in Nebraska. Here's another one of my collections. This thing is called a Sega palm, and it's about 6 years old. And I winter it, and I really love how it looks. Now, down in Florida where my dad and my sister live, those things get as big as my house, and that bottom part to me looks like a big old pineapple. And yeah, so I thought I'd share my Sega with you. I have another one out in I call that one my Virgil garden. And I have another one out there. I don't know if you can see it, kinda right there behind that concrete piece. But they like to, you gotta have a male and a female in order for it to work. How you know which one's which is generally the male is bigger and the female is more clustered, put together. So I winter them. I have a, can I give you a shot? So I have these huge pine trees in my backyard that really, truly birds are in love with. So I have a ton of feathered friends here, which is very enjoyable to me. So that's why I put a hoop over the top of my garden with the bird netting. You can kind of see it from here, and that keeps them out this year. It worked really good this year. Generally, this first year I tried it, and generally I don't get to eat any of the goodies, strawberries to grapes. So here I am in the garden. You can kind of see the hoop, and the church next door, they decided they needed a big red barn. So everybody who knows me thinks that's my barn, but it's really not. It belongs to the church. And what better neighbors could you have than a church? Because golly, they're only there 2 days a week, and it's quite quiet, and I really like it. So I kind of give you a selfie. I'm not too good at this, but this is morning time in Nebraska. So I'm not irresponsible, and I keep telling you that I think it's a pumpkin. I got this really cool app on my phone that identifies the leaves. So those are pumpkins. So oh my gosh, I am so excited. Look at that honker over here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I should get into State Fair. And there's my grapes. My son took quite a few, 5 cups of grapes. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but for a backyard hobbyist, that's pretty amazing. Looks like we can do another round. We're gonna make some grape jelly, and then I don't know, maybe I'll try some moonshine, or I'll try some wine. There they are. This is the first year I've actually got to enjoy them. I'm disappointed that they're so small. I really thought they'd look like the ones we buy at the store, but this whole thing's been a learning experience. And then I have this other one over here that I really planned on it being, it's just not doing as well. You know, these winters here in Nebraska are just kind of brutal sometimes, so it's hard to, I am very impressed with this one. I am really excited. So it's still a pretty young vine, so it'll come. And pull back, I have a good friend that really likes blackberries, so I thought I'd try them, and I found this breed that doesn't have any thorns on it, so it's actually quite enjoyable to grow. So we'll span over here, and those are my carrots. So this is my fall harvest of carrots. So in the Midwest, Zone 5, if you guys are Zone 5, you can do a double harvest on, or double growing season on carrots and lettuce and spinach and radishes and onions. So if you plant them now, you'll get your harvest September, October before it gets cold. And then I'm going to try an experiment, and I'm going to try and cover this thing in plastic and see how far I can take the season. So this one here, these are my strawberries. So on strawberries, you know, you can only go about 3 years when you do strawberries. I know you look on Pinterest and you look on different websites and they talk about how easy it is to grow strawberries, and they never tell you that you have up to 3 years, and then you have to bring more into it. You just introduce more into it. You don't have to pull them up and start over. You can kind of see them. So it's the weather at night's kind of getting cooler at night. Like today, I bet it's about 70, maybe 68, and these strawberries are going nuts. You guys can kind of see that black pipe that I have in there. That's my irrigation system, and I'll talk about that in the near future, maybe next week when things start dying down. So pull back out here. I had to put the chicken wire up because Peter Rabbit found a way to get up in there. You know, when it's yummy, I used to shoot them, but now I'm going to live in harmony with them and learn to grow with them, because, you know, it's cool to watch them just frolic around and eat the clover. So there's my tomatoes. They seem to come all at once. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do. No wonder the Italians put them in trucks and throw them at each other at the end of their season. So they are going absolutely nuts. And there's my cukes. And when I bring it in here, you can kind of see a couple hanging. Kind of see if I can get you. Oh, there's one. There's another one. So I thought I'd share that with you, because normally before I start these videos, I've already done all this. And I've got it groomed perfectly. Oh, there's another one. So this, again, is part of what you can grow. You know, you get disappointed because you eat all your radishes, or you eat all your lettuce, and you eat all your spinach. You can actually do another season of radishes, and they're not going to be hot. They're actually going to be quite mild and quite pleasant. So those are my radishes. Of course, they don't like direct sunlight, so because I engineered this arch for my cukes, it gives them filtered sunlight. Whew, look at that cuke. So that's how I cheat. Rather than build a fake archway, I just made it out of rebar and pig fencing. So, and then I thought I'd do a tomato in a pot, because when it starts getting too cold out here, I thought I'd bring that into my sunroom and see if I can get tomatoes to keep on going. So kind of give you an idea. We'll span around. Those are my peppers, and they're going nuts. And those are my chives, and that thing's like grasses. I think I've cut that down like 3 times. And chives are yummy because they taste like onions. So, and I like onions. So there's my potential fill both buckets for harvest. But yeah, there it is. So that gives you a little kind of an idea of what I get to play with once a week. The job's pretty busy right now, so I only get to get out here once a week. So I was thankful last weekend I got 2 days off, so I was able to come in here and clean it up a little bit so it's more user-friendly moving forward. So if you like my videos, and I hope you do, can you please subscribe and give me a couple thumbs up. Thank you, and we'll see you next week.